If you're here, let me know where you're watching from and your local time. These stories really do circle the globe. Picture this: David Omari, tall, sharply dressed, boarding a Skylux Airways flight. He slides into seat 2A, a spot lit golden and plush, ready for a quiet flight. But trouble never needs a boarding pass. Enter Victoria Langford, all confidence and diamond watch, convinced this seat belongs to her by right, not by ticket. The flight attendant, Melissa, arrives with a practice smile, the kind you see on someone who's memorized the company apology script but secretly wishes she'd called in sick. "Sir, I'm afraid you'll need to move. This seat is reserved for a platinum member," she says, careful not to make eye contact with a growing crowd of nosy passengers. David, calm as a cloudless sky, offers his platinum card and ticket, seat 2A. "I'm a platinum member." Melissa hesitates. Victoria's glare could probably melt airplane ice cream. Passengers around them start filming. Some say the only thing faster than first-class service is first-class drama. Going viral, historians still argue about that one. Victoria declares, "I always sit here. It's mine." The words hang heavy, entitlement ringing louder than the captain's announcement about turbulence. David repeats, measured and steady, "This is my seat, and I will remain here." The battle lines are drawn not just over a chair, but over dignity and belonging. Melissa tries again, invoking loyalty as her final weapon. But everyone knows this isn't about airline points. Victoria stands so close her diamond watch ticks right in David's ear. A supervisor, then the captain, join the fray. They all urge David to move, but his answer never changes. "Do what you must." "I will not move." The tension thickens, phones everywhere, whispers swelling. When security arrives, David stands up, shoulders back, head high, forced to exit the plane, while Victoria glides into his seat, sipping champagne with a victorious smirk. But here's the twist. The man they just dismissed quietly controls the very deal that could save their entire airline. As David walks through the terminal, he's not just leaving a planet, he's walking into history. His phone lights up like a runway. Videos spread at breakneck speed. Victoria bribing Melissa, Brian the supervisor's sharp commands. Every word and gesture caught from 5 angles and one guy's iPad. The hashtag C2A and flying while black blow up faster than a screaming toddler in row 17. Civil rights groups, bored celebrities, and everyone who's ever been stuck in a middle seat piles on. Skylux's headquarters turns chaotic. PR teams draft statements about commitment to diversity. But the internet isn't buying it. One executive tries apologizing, and the replies are funnier than any in-flight comedy. "Maybe try peanuts next time." The stock tanks, faster than a discount airline's on-time record. Meanwhile, Omari Technologies' David's tech empire is in final talks with Skylux for a $4.2 billion deal. Suddenly, the man they just threw off the flight is the one person who could decide their future. David sits quietly in the VIP lounge. His COO, Emily, calls, "We're ready." Legal. Pia. Everyone's on standby. David gives the nod. When his statement drops, it's a thunderclap. Dignity isn't for sale. Omari Technologies is ending all negotiations, and Skylux is being sued for discrimination. In minutes, his calm refusal on camera becomes a rallying cry. Rival airlines tweet jokes about reserved seats, while sponsors start bailing from Skylux as fast as people exit a plane with a crying baby. Historians may someday debate whether this was the fastest self-sabotage in airline history. But as the memes, news segments, and protest hashtags multiply, the lesson is clear. This is no longer about a seat. It's about who belongs at 30,000 feet and who gets to decide. The aftermath hits like turbulence no seatbelt can fix. Skylux's boardroom becomes a trial. Melissa pleads, but her tears can't erase the video of her pocketing Victoria's cash. Brian claims he was following procedure. But the board bites back. What procedure ignores a ticket because of who's holding it? Captain Hayes tries to defend his decision with talk of unity. But unity doesn't pay for a $4.2 billion disaster. All three lose their jobs. Victoria, once the queen of seat 2A, find herself the face of privilege gone. Wrong her, sponsors disappear. Her name trending for all the wrong reasons. Historians still argue if any frequent flyer lost lounge access faster. The airline issues apologies and promises reforms. But nobody buys it. The public's trust vanishes faster than in-flight Wi-Fi. The only thing trending higher than outrage is the number of airline memes. David, meanwhile, stays out of the fray. He announces the Omari Aviation Equity Fund, using Skylux's compensation not for revenge, but to launch scholarships for minority youth in aviation pilots. Engineers, attendants. His press conference is understated. Just him and a new logo, silver wings rising from an empty seat. Families record thank you videos. A group of black students waves banners at the local airport. We belong in the skies. Donation pour une. Universities and airlines offer partnerships. David's words, dignity cannot be stripped away, get quoted from classroom walls to courtroom steps. The story is no longer about who gets seat 2. It's about reshaping the future for anyone who's ever been told to sit at the back of the plane. David fulfills his promise not just to his late father, but to everyone watching who's been forced to yield their place. No matter how loud the world tries to drown you out, he proves you can stand tall, quietly and firmly, until your dignity becomes too bright for anyone to ignore. As the world moves on, the storm David ignited leaves a lasting mark. The airline's leadership rotates in and out like passengers on a delayed flight. Reforms come and go, but the trust is gone. Skylux's stock never really recovers. Meanwhile, David's scholarship fund grows larger than anyone imagined. Young people from all backgrounds step on runways, climb into simulators, and take off for careers once closed to them. Historians and industry insiders still debated one man's silent stand changed the entire airline industry. Or did it simply reveal what was always simmering beneath the surface? Either way, the story echoes, whispered across waiting rooms and lounges in cities worldwide. Now, as the story drifts toward its close, the pace eases, voices quiet. Imagine a generation of travelers, their futures unchained from someone else's limitations, soaring above clouds, knowing that no seat is ever out of reach. The noise of scandal fades to the soft hush of possibility, a gentle promise that every flight, every journey, can begin with dignity. If you listen closely, you'll still hear David's message gliding through the sky. Dignity, once claimed, is never anyone's to take. Tonight, wherever you are, may you find your place and hold it proudly. The world is vast. The sky is open, and your seat or dignity is always yours to claim.